the answers to the practice pH and pOH worksheet. I find this worksheet is really valuable, and students come away from it feeling more comfortable working with these equations. At the top of the page, I have the equations in a box. All of those equations are given to you on the reference tables. You just have to know the ones to use. Now, the first set that we have here, the first three, I'm just going to discuss some sig figs so you can check your answers. You're given these. In the first problem, I'll just go ahead and circle all the ones you're given. In the first problem, we're given the pH. Remember that pH and pOH both deal with the same sig fig rules, and their sig figs are located after the decimal. In number 1, you can go from pH to your hydronium ion concentration by using the equation hydronium ion concentration equals 10 to the negative pH. Your answer should only be 6 times 10 to the negative 4 because you only have one sig fig. If it's square brackets, that's a regular number. They have regular sig fig rules. To go from pH to pOH, you have to subtract from 14. And so that's how we ended up with the 10.8. And then going from pOH to hydroxide ion concentration, we could just use this equation. Hydroxide ion concentration equals 10 to the negative pOH. And that's how we could get that one. Now there's a variety of ways to go about this. You can use other combinations of equations there on the page, but this is pretty straightforward here on these. Now in the first 3 rows, there was only one sig fig. When you get to the 4th row, I'm talking about right here, what we end up having is, remember, leading zeros are not significant, numbers are, non-zero digits are, and trailing zeros if there's a decimal anywhere in the number. So we have 2 sig figs in that number, so when we calculate our pH, we need 2 sig figs after the decimal. And to find our pH from this number, all you have to do is take the negative log of that number, and you're going to end up with that 2.30. Then you could subtract that from 14 to get your pOH. And then again, you could use this equation right here to get your hydroxide ion concentration from that pOH. I hope you feel more comfortable with pH. We'll continue to practice this next week. You do not have any homework. What you're going to do is watch an episode of CSI. It has some gas laws in there, so enjoy.